Hi guys, welcome back to another video right here on the channel. So this one is a little bit different. I wanted to just jump on and give my opinions and my reactions to last night's Evercade showcase. So for those that don't know, the showcase is Evercade's Blaze, who do Evercade. It's their opportunity to basically talk to the community and let us know what is coming for the next 12 months, cartridge lineups, little bits and bobs like that. It was unfortunate that there was a leak from a Finnish website a couple of days before the showcase announcing the next two cartridges for release. It was played down a little bit, you know, but I think we all knew that they were on the on the money. It was going to happen. So anyway, there's like a little bit of an introduction. So the showcase starts, and we get like a little bit of an introduction to folks who are new to Evercade, about what Evercade is, the kind of games, the cartridges, that kind of thing. You know, it was nice. You know, us like Evercade vets, I'm like a completionist. I've got all the carts and stuff and bits and bobs, but you know, anyone watching for the first time, you know, I think the presentation done quite nicely. It was simple yet effective, showing what the product's about, thumbs up, A1, no arguments. So then we went into the first announcement, and it was, we've just had, as of the 31st of May, yesterday, we've just had an Amiga collection of Team 17. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to go watch my preview and my thoughts on that one. And this was like a real shocker to me. There was word around the campfire that we were going to get like a second Amiga collection because, you know, there's so many games on the Amiga. It's such a fantastic platform. But we are getting the Delphine collection. So cut long story short, we're getting Another World, we're getting Flashback, which were two fantastic games on the Amiga. There were a couple more, off the top of my head, I can't remember. Like I say, I wanted to make this video like last night, but there's an awful lot as we go through it to process, so I wanted to go away, gather my thoughts, and, you know, present that. So I say, we saw the Delphine announcement, and then we got the announcement of the other cartridge that was leaked, which was Pico Arcade 1. Now, we've had, again, going back to the other videos of like the brand new games from the 31st of May, yesterday, we had Pico 3, so we are getting Pico Arcade 1. So we've shown like a little bit of that. I've got no problem with this. I think it's going to be about the 10th arcade cartridge. They're set up different from what the other ones are. The normal ones, you play the game, you lose your lives, you die. These ones, you put like credits in, like a coin, so you can, you know, potentially carry on playing a game through. Some arcade games are harder than others, whatever, you know, so it's nice to have an arcade collection. Pico are a well-loved, you know, company in Evercade circles, like I say, so that was welcome. It was one of the ones that were like leaked prior, so it was no great surprise. And then we had, oh, what do we have then? We got the other announcement of the other cartridge that was leaked, which was the Sydney Hunter collection. Now, Sydney Hunter, I wasn't aware. If you think a cross between Indiana Jones and probably gaming-wise, Rick Dangerous, they're platform games. They look quite challenging, but really, really cool. So there's four of them. There's like two of them that look like your normal platform games. There's another one, which was the Intellivision, I think, version of one of the earlier Sydney Hunter games. And there's another one called Jester, which looks quite good. It's kind of described like a dungeon crawler. Looks more like a Pac-Man-y kind of thing to me, but I'm looking forward to it, so I'm really, really looking forward to that one. So, yeah. So, and then the big surprise was we were given, well, we've been promised a new publisher. And in my heart of hearts, I was praying for like Taito. You know, I'd have loved Taito, or maybe a Spectrum collection or a Master System collection, of which I'm sure they will come. So yeah, Sunsoft was announced as like the new publisher. A few games on there. I'll be honest, I hadn't really heard of any of them. But hey, it's a new publisher. It's a new deal. It makes Blaze bigger it gives the consumer, the collector, the Evercade community more stuff to love. So I'm all over that. We were told that the pre-order for I think the Delphine one. No, it wasn't Delphine, sorry. The pre-order for the Pico Arcade 1 and Sydney Hunter was open today, June the 1st. So I've jumped on to Funstock, the supplier here in the United Kingdom, and I've pre-ordered them already. So they are going to arrive sometime in August. I'll say the other games that I mentioned, the Amiga one, the Delphine one, and the Sunsoft, I think, are lined up for October. So I think we're going to be able to pre-order them around about August time. They normally kind of release the double cart and then like you can pre-order the next lot. And I thought, yeah, I'm happy with this. It didn't set the world alight, but it was a nice presented showcase, told me what I wanted to know. And then he went into the news section, which was interesting. It told us about the new button mapping update. So, if you're not happy like with shooting with the A button, you might want to shoot with the X. You can now, it's gone to alpha, so you can now choose your own buttons, if that's important to you. Some of us who use different like Xbox or PlayStation controls or whatever, Mega Drive, SNES, we're used to that kind of thing where we get used to a certain control. So I won't use it personally, I'll be honest, but hey, it's nice. And I thought, well, you've got to be giving us something else more than this, haven't you? Because you don't just do like a news section. And then we got like a little bit of an introduction, and we are getting Duke Nukem, which, as you can tell by the stupid smile on my face, like, yeah. So we're getting, they've announced 2 Duke Nukem cartridges, which are due out in November. Collection 1, Collection 2, they've both got 3 games on each. First person shooters, Duke Nukem. I think Doom with a bit more attitude. I'm sure many of you have played Duke over the years. So I was really, really, really happy. The only way that made me happier would have been if you'd have said to me, you've got like a Wolfenstein and a Doom double header, dual cartridge. I'd have like my head would have fell off. But so really happy with that. And I'm thinking, yep. Happy. Just close the showcase down. Let's see what's going on. And then he started teasing more indie games, but this was called Showcase Volume 1. What they're going to do is give Showcase Volume 2 in July, which I will jump on again and give my thoughts on when that happens. Stick here, and then they only went and done it, didn't they? They turned around and they've announced a new piece of hardware. Now, it's not new per se. It is the VS, the console. But it's sort of, it's called the Atomic Collection, the Atomic Edition. And it's basically, it's like grey and it's got like bits of yellow with warning signs and toxic signs on and stuff like that. So what they've done is they have done a special bundle where you can get the console and you can get the 2 Duke Nukem cartridges as well on a pre-order. Retailed at £120. Now bear in mind each cartridge is £18 each. So it basically meant that the machine itself, all fancy and limited edition, by the way, only 2,000 made in the world, was going to be 82 quid. I couldn't say no for that. I've wanted to get my Evercade out of here and put it under my telly in the living room and have another Evercade in here to work on the channel with the content. So, yeah, I jumped on that one. I'm going to be one of those 2,000 early birds who've bought that. But yeah, it was the first, like, Evercade. I kind of came to Evercade late. Evercade is 4 years old. It starts off like an original handheld, which my friend Jimmy, there's videos in the back catalogue, check them out. Jim had gave me his Evercade handheld original console in an amazing act of kindness, and a couple of cartridges. I got bitten by the bug. I basically went out, I grabbed everything that was available until that point. And then since then, I've carried on collecting. I've got the VS machine, and I picked up the new EXP a while back, the latest console. So I, that was where my Evercade journey started. So it was actually nice to be able to have a look at one of these sort of showcase videos and being part and being really, really interested in the community. So yeah, it left me really with a little smile on my face, As I say, the highlight of the show for me was like Duke Nukem, that announcement, without a shadow of a doubt. I've walked away. I've now pre-ordered the console, which is coming in November as well, which is all good. You know what I'm like for me collecting and me limited editions. So yeah, overall, I just wanted to just share my thoughts on it. I've been bored and poor Steph with it all day, so I thought, well, hey, you know, you guys are like me. You love retro, you love like Evercade and stuff. Or even if you don't, you're getting used to loving Evercade. And why the hell don't you love Evercade? All right, listen, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. Listen to my waffle and my random thoughts. YouTube stuff, leave comments below if you were one of the folks who tuned in to the announcements. Did you enjoy it? What did you think? Have you jumped like me onto the new console, you know, the limited edition? Have you got favourite cards that are coming? What was your favourite part of the whole showcase? Were you not impressed? You know, I've seen some YouTubers who cover Evercade content who were a little bit, not downhearted, but a little bit disappointed. So yeah, there's my take. Take it easy and keep it retro.